and to fit the environment that you're traveling into. And you told me a wonderful story before this interview started about a piece of equipment you modified.
Well, I've always had the belief of when I'm going to these remote places, it's not about you and beating your chest when you get to the summit of this mountain or to the poles. You really have to do it for other reasons, and it's always been an interest of me to be able to go to some of these places and help out the scientists and help out mankind to be able to bring back data, because there hasn't been too many people that have gone to these places and done the scientific work. So I work with scientists like NASA Ames, Stanford University, and I go down to the Antarctica and retrofit weather stations, and been doing that since 1999. I do ice core samples and ice depth measurements to really bring back the data so that they know they can find out more about what's going on. I also wanted to ski to the North Pole in 2005, and I met with a scientist and I said, how can I help you? What can I do? I met with the European Satellite Agency and I met with the Arctic Buoy Program. And the Arctic Buoy Program handed me beacons that weighed 50 pounds, and they said they wanted me to place 30 of them on the ice. But because I go unsupported, I was unable to take any of these beacons. But as an adventurer, I don't like to say no. So I thought about it for about a week, and I said, hey, these are very simple mechanisms that just measure temperature, barometric pressure, and it has a GPS and a Iridium modem to be able to ping up the data to a satellite up in the sky and then down to a science station in Germany. And so what I did is I redesigned these beacons, and I said, hey, all it is these simple instruments. I use carbon fiber tubing, I do a tripod system, and now these beacons are actually being used by the Arctic Buoy Program, are much lighter. They only weigh about 9 ounces. And they're much more accurate. The information that we're detecting is a far more accurate reading because I've actually raised the temperature gauges to 3 meters above the ice. And this is what I'm most proud of, is really to helping out mankind as opposed to just going on these adventures and really doing it for a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so it's really important that we try to help out. And I was doing snow depth measurements for European Satellite Agency, and we had a standing ovation at a climate change seminar in Oslo, Norway, for the data that we brought back. And that's what I'm most proud of, and I want to continue on that trend to really help out science, as well as bring an educational model where I have students around the world developing ways to track some of these scientific experiments and to be able to have them learn through the science and not just through me. So technology has allowed us to be able to take these giant leaps forward, and I want to continue to push those steps and those limits and really have the students help out in these avenues.
Well, this is Bob Barboza at Kids Talk Radio, bringing you the news that you can use.